Hi, good day friends. I'm going to extend project team knowledge about the projects so that we can able to focus on the project delivery. This is the overall understanding and the minimal information required to start up a project works. Before we proceed further on the technical things, I thought of sharing this information. Hope this information will be useful for everyone to start up the project activities. Okay, we will first know the basic information about the project for the project team. Like who is a landlord, who is a developer, who is a financier, who is an architect, who is an MEP consultant, what is the role of project management consultant, what are the authority approval required for a buildings, who is the main contractor, who is the nominated contractors, or who are the subcontractors, what is a labor contract, suppliers. These are the stakeholders involved in all the projects. There are a lot more people. I am giving a overall or major part of the stakeholders in detail. So we will start understanding more and more in the upcoming videos. Moreover, we should know what is the type of building, like whether it is commercial, residential, industrial, hotel, hospitals, or height of the building, whether it is low rise, high rise. So depends upon that. There are so many authority approvals will vary. Similarly, no objection certificate from government bodies. So what are the list of no objection certificate requirement that to be listed out? So site adaptation report developed by the consultant. After the site visit, they will generate and submit the details. So what is tender package? What is a tender BOQ? What is the budgeted allocated for the projects, what is DBR, design brief report, and what is the technical specification planned for the particular project, what are the approved make planned or listed out. Those details we need to obtain it from the consultant. Going forward, like what is RFP, how we will float the tender, how many vendors will bid, and how we will do the selection process, everything understood and everything has to be get well versed so that it will help while executing the project. Similarly, what is the type of slab? What is the type of construction type of the slab? What is the type of material used for slab? These things play a major role in executing the MEP related works. Similarly, there are few more details we need to keep in handy, or we need to keen in knowing the information about road access to the project schedule to be reviewed, and what are the milestones which is to tracking, logistic plan for the project entry and exist, material storage to be planned, labor accommodation to be identified, labor restroom to be planned, water supply and electricity availability for the projects, and what is the personal protective equipments and what are the securities we are planned. How about the exit and the entry of the project, and where we are planning the site office, and how we are going to do the vehicle parking for staffs, those who are coming for the construction, and where are the vehicle parkings we are planned for the suppliers, contractors, and where are the vehicle parkings we are planned for the clients, consultant, architects. So these to be have a clear picture for executing the things properly before we commence the project. This is all about the kickstart of the site activity. It is the commencement of the work. First thing we will do is kick off the site. So project management team, that is a project manager and his team to be identified. So they should know well versed about the BOQ drawings. And is there any difference or disconnect between the drawing and the BOQ to be identified? So later it will avoid creating a non-tender item. Following it up with procurement team for releasing the PO for long lead items so that we will not struggle at the end of the project. So keeping the budget allocated for the projects in remembrance, the overspend on the budget will always have an issue at the later stage of the project. So material technical approval procedure to be followed, material inspection, work inspection procedure to be followed, conducting weekly meeting with all the stakeholders, tracking critical deliverables, keeping the team focused and conflict free is one of the major role of a project lead. Assigning the target to the team and support the team to achieve it is the core strength of the project lead. He should be a visionary, then only he can able to lead the team. So whatever he need information, and he should able to deliver it properly to the team and make them focused towards the project goal. We will understand about the responsibilities of the team. Apart from the project manager, assistant project manager will be involved, project coordinator will be involved, quality engineer will be involved, engineers, site engineers, senior engineers will be involved, safety officer will be involved, quantity surveyor will be involved. As a teamwork only we can able to achieve the progress. As a teamwork we can able to achieve the goal. As a team we can able to hand over the project as per the timeline. We should focus everything towards the quality, everything towards the time. Thank you friends. Please subscribe and give your feedback as a comment so that I will improve further. So from next video we will get into the technical. We'll start from HVAC system. So we will go in detail one by one package.